Hey guys, make it make sense. Mary here. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So, welcome to Anxiety Corner. That's what we're going to talk about today. So, we're going to talk about mental health, and I want you guys to leave today feeling good. Today's episode, we're going to talk about the purpose of why I am doing this, right? So, the reason that I wanted to put this out there for you guys is because as people, we go through things in life. Like sometimes we have good days, sometimes we have shitty days. Like it just is what it is, right? And on top of that, people legitimately have mental health issues that then makes things even more stressful. And the thing is, we feel like we don't have anybody to talk to about it necessarily, because it can be a very uncomfortable feeling to put your business out there, right? So, for example, I was speaking with somebody last night who told me that they deal with a mental health issue that they take medication for. And they told me that, even talking to me about it, like, the more they talk about it, the more comfortable they get talking about it. And I really believe that that is true. Everybody needs somebody to talk to. And that doesn't mean run around and tell everybody your business. But at the end of the day, you have to, find that healthy release somewhere in order to just not lose your mind throughout the day. So, like and subscribe. First and foremost, do that, because you're going to want to see more of me. I'm going to want to see more of you. I want us to be here together, right? So, bad habits, but my mental health issue, also many, kidding, but my mental health issue is anxiety. Anxiety can take you from 0 to 100 and literally nothing is happening, right? Example, I personally, and if you feel me, please comment, everyone. I want to hear about it. I want to talk about it, because when you talk to Make It Make Sense, Mary, I want you to leave feeling good, right? Even if it's for the rest of the day and the next day kicks off shitty, I want you to leave feeling good. But ultimately, I want that next day to be good too. And I want you to leave with something that, you can say, oh, wait a minute. Let me just make this shit make sense real quick. It don't even make sense, and I'm not gonna exert my energy that I could be using positively for myself towards that bullshit, right? So sometimes, anxiety can have you wake up in the morning as soon as your eyes open, and you immediately go into panic mode and start tripping. Like, oh my God, I have to do this. I have to pay this. I have to go here. I have to do this. I'm a terrible person. What did I do? Why did I do this? What did I? That's how your brain goes. And if you don't know how to take control of that, that can get worse and just the snowball effect is just fuck up your whole day, right? So it's like, over the years of feeling like that, not always first thing in the morning waking up, but just throughout the day, throughout a week, whatever, I've had to learn how to, get a grip, because at the end of the day, I can't be running around losing my shit all the time, right? And neither can you. So, like, to anybody out there who feels me with that anxiety, that overthinking like a crazy person is how you feel in the moment, comment, let me know, because, we can share tips and tricks with each other so that we don't have to feel that, because it's a horrible feeling. Your chest gets tight, you're sweating, you're panicking, you feel like you're gonna pass out, you're paranoid. So much comes with that. And to each his own. What I do, I pray, and that really helps me and keeps me grounded, because not only just the praying, but the just everything. Breathing, I tell myself, I breathe in the good and exhale the bad. Sometimes even those corny little tips make you feel better. Just breathe. People tell you, I'm freaking out. Breathe. Oh, thank you so the fuck. That helped. That's like, calm down. Oh, I'm calm. Like, yeah, no, that's not how that works. But honestly, if you hop within yourself and tell yourself, breathe, you will be surprised how that can start taking you down a couple of notches, you know. And, you know, I say hop inside yourself because I really mean that, like, hop inside of yourself, because at the end of the day, you are in control. I posted something on Instagram the other day that said, you know, it was like a chess piece looking in the mirror, and it said the only thing standing in your way is you, basically. Like, take a look in the mirror, excuse me. And, you know, that's what it is. So, you know, people can tell you how to feel all day long, or their opinion on how you should feel or how they feel or whatever, but ultimately it comes from knowing yourself, loving yourself genuinely, and knowing what works for you. And, you know, when you're trying to figure that out on that path, you have to kind of like separate yourself. You have to be selfish, for lack of better terms, because sometimes we tend to let people in the world just get in the way of us. And that can really, you know, kind of mess your head up. And, you know, I say make it make sense because I have to make things make sense. If shit doesn't make sense to me, then I can't get down, right? And what I mean by that is, even some things are not going to make sense. And that makes sense to me because I don't want to exert that positive energy once again, trying to figure some shit out that just is not meant for me to make sense of. Comment on that. Tell me how you feel. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. And, you know, kind of going back to the anxiety thing, behind me, you know, it's Christmas time. You know, people have kids. People have gone through things on the holidays. People have family stuff. People don't have family stuff. You know, the holidays can be an extremely stressful time of the year that make you extremely anxious. Oh God, I have to shop. I have to do this. I have to go here. I have to please everyone. Like, don't lose yourself in that moment and fall victim to an anxiety attack that, you know, you could have potentially not even had to go through that. Because, I mean, anxiety not only mentally messes you up, it physically messes you up too. I mean, by the time you have gone through a full-blown anxiety attack, you physically feel exhausted. Like, it's insane. So, you know, we really just have to find ourselves and know ourselves and know how to control things, and, you know, respect ourselves and give ourselves love, and, you know, take some time for some self-care. Everybody deserves a moment. Once again, people have kids, people have jobs, people have life, and sometimes you just have to check out and, you know, do what works for you so that you can maintain and enjoy, you know, this thing called life. You know, anxiety holds you back from things too. So recently, me and my daughter have moved to Texas, and it's like, why did you move from Virginia to Texas? You know, which, first of all, I think it's kind of funny that people are so concerned and need a reason, because I wanted to, you know, but it's like we as people stick ourselves in this box in life and miss out on so much just joy. Like, I don't think that there's anybody out there that doesn't want to live a full life and experience things. You know, you want to see new people, you want to do new things, you want new opportunity, you want to grow, you want to experience, you want to gain knowledge. Like, and you can't do that sitting still in one place. And, you know, one of the things that I tell people, and, you know, when I'm talking to people and when I'm talking to you guys, I'm always talking to myself too, because I think we all know that you can kick out some good advice, but can't take the shit yourself a lot of the time, you know? And you got to keep it real with yourself too. And that's hard. It's almost easier to keep it real with somebody else and be blunt than do it to yourself. I watched a TED Talks thing one time, and I was, you know, just trying to figure out how I was going to get a grip. Like, I had just so much going on in life. And those TED Talks were really helping me, and I totally lost my train of thought in that moment. But basically I was doing some research, and just finding a lot of things that work for me. And TED Talks, one of the people that was on there, said to get up. Basically, when you wake up in the morning, put your hand on your heart, say, I love you, Marianne. Tell yourself you love yourself. Wow, like that's hard. Like that sounds like some corny shit that you're like, but no, like I woke up the next morning and I did that, and I literally like cried, because I was like, damn, like that's difficult. So you have to know yourself, get to know yourself, love yourself, and whatever it takes to make that happen. That's going to help the anxiety piece of things too. We all go through daily life. For me, something that really messed with me was a breakup, and we'll get into all of that later. I'll tell you a little bit about myself kind of as I post, and you'll get those notifications if you subscribe so you can see me again. But that was one of my things. And I mean, it was really not only affecting me, but it was affecting my child. It was affecting, everybody around me. And I didn't realize how much I was affected, and had really just completely lost myself and wasn't loving myself. And I really had to reel that back in. And that has really helped with the anxiety. I mean, there would be times that I would just be laid on the floor crying, not knowing how anything was going to go down, and just thinking that it was the end of the world. And I don't ever want to feel like that again. So, in order to not feel like that again, guess what? Got to make change. You have to change. Because if you continue to do the same shit over and over and over and over again, that's called insanity. And anxiety, insanity, hand in hand to a certain extent. So, you'd really just have to keep that in mind. So, as we talk and as I post, I want to hear how you guys feel. Like, the point is, you're not crazy. I'm not crazy. And like, when you feel like you are, you're not. And that is why I'm here. Talk to me. Let's talk it through. Like, we can work it out, and hey, maybe you can work something out for me too. It's not that I'm just here to solve everyone's problems. I'm here to let you know that you are not alone. And if I can aid in potentially helping to solve one of your problems to make your day better, that makes me feel good. And, I want you to feel good. So that's what it is. Told myself, I have a couple other podcasts out there, by the way. I'm trying to get my thing going. Because I want to talk to you guys, and I want to reach people, and just even trying to do that can throw you into a loop of anxiety, because suddenly you're just overthinking everything. And, I just had to get comfortable being uncomfortable, and that's why I'm here. We as people sit around talking about what we want to do, or what we wish we could do, or, all the time. And I'm tired of doing that. I'm going to do it. And, that's just what it is. So, this is part of that. So I have my little janky ass, tripod that I'm surprised hasn't fallen over yet. We have our lovely background, and, hey, it is what it is. Shit doesn't have to be perfect. And you don't have to be perfect either. Keep that in mind. When you keep reaching for perfection, you're holding yourself back. When you keep waiting for everything to be perfect before you do things, you're missing. You're holding yourself back. And, I don't want to do that anymore. So I just figured that I would put myself out there today. You're going to be seeing a lot more of me, and I want to hear from you. I legitimately do. And I appreciate the time that you are spending with me. Since I've started to do this podcast, I've been on an emotional roller coaster, and, have almost lost myself as far as the purpose of my podcast for a minute. And when I started thinking about it, I'm like, no, my passion is mental health, letting people know that they're not alone, educating myself on mental health issues that people deal with. I have several people in my life that deal with mental health issues. And the crazy thing is, if you as a person have not experienced a mental health issue or had to really consistently be around someone with a mental health issue, you literally do not understand, which in turn doesn't make the person trying to make sense of it to you, that doesn't make them feel any better because they feel like they're nuts. Like, nobody can understand me. Like, damn, but that's why I'm here, because you're not. And I want to let you know that. And I have to let myself know that all the time. We can do anything that we put our minds to, and that's legit. Like, they tell us that as children, and then like as you get to be an adult, sometimes you're like, no, you can't. If that was the case, then everybody. But no, everybody is not going to be doing everything, because everybody is not going to execute and put their mind to it and make things happen. Anxieties hold you back. And I don't want anxiety to be the reason that I am not living to my full potential and enjoying life and embracing the moment. In life, we have to take things one day at a time. You have to live in the moment. That's not to say, and some people, when I go down this road think, oh, well, you have to plan, because I'm kind of looked at as somebody that doesn't necessarily plan as much as everybody else. But I understand that you have to have a plan, but to a certain extent, I can't sit here, me personally, stressing about something that's going to happen in 2 months, for example, to the point where every day up until that 2 months is pure hell. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to the people around me. And it just is what it is. Something's happening outside of my balcony. I'm like, did my door just slide open? You see anyone walk around the corner? 911 is the number. The address here is... Kidding. But yeah, fear is a thing. We can't be fearful in life. I was watching a YouTube video, and man, I wish I could remember the dude's name, but I was watching just stuff on podcasts, and this man said, you have to punch fear in the face. You have to punch pride in the face. You have to punch shame in the face. And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, it happened me up a couple days ago, but that's a real shit. Us as people, a lot of us are like, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I don't care. But in reality, like, you kind of do. And you let that hold you back because you're fearful, of what's to come. But at the end of the day, you just got to go balls to the wall and make yourself happy. And if you are happy, and if you have peace of mind, things will start coming together. You'll start feeling lighter. Be positive when you're having a bad day. And I'm not here to say I'm positive Patty every day. I try to be positive because I want to get that message to you guys, but I also want you to know that sometimes I have days too where I'm like, everything, So, hey, we're all human. And once again, that's why I'm here. So today I want you guys to leave knowing that when you feel anxious and you feel that tight chest and you feel like everything is going wrong, it's not the end of the world. You are going to get through it. Think about all the shit you've been through before in life, and you're still here, and you're still alive, and you're stronger than you think that you are. Always remember that. So today, what I want you to take from this is when we go back out there in life, after watching Make It Make Sense, Marri, we are going to punch fear in the face. We're going to punch anxiety in the face. We're going to punch shame in the face. We're going to punch expectations in the face. We're going to punch everything in the face, and we are going to rock it out, and we are going to make sure that we feel good inside. And if you get off track and you're like, everything sucks, bring it back. Breathe. Realize it's not that bad. Punch it in the face and keep it moving. I always say on my Instagram, if life gives you lemons, bust out a straw. Well, bust it out, because sometimes life is going to give you lemons. So sprinkle a little sugar on this shit, put a straw in it, take a couple sips, and keep it moving. It is what you make it. Is it a lemon, or is it lemonade? You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. But thank you guys for your support. Like, subscribe, set them notifications, comment, tell me what you want to hear. I love you guys. Everybody have a great day. Thank you so much for the support. I keep saying it. I'm going to wear it out right now, because guess what? Give yourself kudos too. And I'm going to give myself a kudos, because we just did that. Hey. All right. Have a fab day. Peace for now. We'll be talking again. Bye.